Hey guys, it's Jeff with Agent 509. How we doing? Right. All right. So been in here since very early this morning, and got to be dressed in a jacket. Number one, it's cold. Two is I'm going to be down in the basin today evaluating a couple orchard blocks that may be coming to the market, and so today's a what I would call a struggle day. Evaluating commercial tree fruit blocks for value is very difficult. I've talked to appraisers, industry folks that are, either running companies or they're also running just orchard, operations. And the idea is that it's very difficult right now to come up with, values in orchard. I don't really consider, 10 to 20 acres per se like an orchard, a commercial operation, though it is. But the real operators right now are running between 120 and 250 acres, and those are considered small operators right now. Um, the question that a lot of sellers have, I think, particularly the mom and pop or the family operations, is recapitalization. Is when we get these, we see some what they call replanting or regrafting to the newer club varieties. But the real question is, and it is, are regrafting, to spacings that are, maybe, not the 2 by 14, not these more robotic spacings, are anything less than that. Is that going to be competitive in the future? And so, what do you do? Does a small company, that is tight, they know their operation, do they borrow against either their equity in their operation, or do they borrow the money outright or pay cash with that 5 million, 1 to 5 million, because it's about 50 to 60,000 an acre to replant, and go forward with the hope that in 5 or 6 years that those varieties work and you can start paying back that debt. It's a great question. So what we try to focus on right now is just the assets of the operation, water rights, soil, uh, boundaries, any other assets on the property, wind machines, equipment, shops, homes, and we work back those values along with getting all our information relative to production. Okay, and we also look at the grower statements, and we can see kind of what kind of quality of fruit they grow, when's it coming in, timing, but when you get into particularly apples, which I don't really consider, there's not a lot of large pear operations. So, and they have a higher and better use sometimes. Most pear operations are in, kind of vacation area type stuff. So sometimes people just want an estate and they're willing to pay more than the market, say, for that commercial orchard because they like the area. But when you get down to areas where the highest and best use is just farming, it's very difficult. And with tree fruit, it's such high capitalization with return not at the soonest three years, but really you're getting into full production 4, 5, 6, and 7. And so those are long-term investments that companies have to make. Of course, they're doing it without stock money. There is companies out there, insurance companies that are playing with stock money, and so they have a different model to follow, and they can do the capitalization um, of these orchards of the ground, and so it's really hard to gauge that them being, say, like an indicator of the market, because they've got so much capitalization. It's like comparing a small shop to Amazon or something. I mean, you can't. So, anyways, that's some of the stuff that I'm doing with today, and I've been doing this now. This is 17 years helping, you know, people get into the market or out of the market in the tree fruit industry. But previous to that, you know, 10 to 11 years of just studying it as a horticulturist. So it's weird that even with all this experience, I still feel like I'm at ground zero. And and so it's kind of like working out. Though you've done it before, it's still a struggle when you're doing it, right? And so I just got to put myself in those situations and go through the motion and fight through it. And in the end, the result, we usually make it work. But there's always that what if. You know, there's a lot of variables to this market. So anyways, maybe somebody out there has some ideas. You want to share them with me. We can discuss off, you know, off online, I guess, the real way. But anyways, wish you guys all a good day. Thanks for joining me. And if you have any questions from real estate, everybody's out right now. They'll be in here about 10 o'clock. You guys give us a call. We'll be sure to help you, okay? All right. Have a good day. Thank you very much.